Hello everyone, my name is Muhammad Farhan and I will make presentation for Classroom Management Project Test. Table of content, part 1 and part 2. Part 1 have 3 points: teaching tolerance, helping students handle anger, frustration, and aggression, disruptive behavior. Okay, and same as uh, part 1, part 2 have 3 question and 3 problem, both, yeah. Uh, First, tolerance. In the classroom, we must be tolerant of different people, different students, and friends. Example, tolerance in the classroom refer to creating a learning environment where all students feel respected, valued, and included regardless of their difference. Example, uh, celebrating cultural diversity, a teacher in corporate listen about different culture and tradition, inviting students to share their own family background and expressive. They must be celebrate holiday from various cultures representation in the class. Okay. Example, Joko and Bakri. Joko from East Java and Bakri from South Jakarta. Joko and Bakri in the same class. Joko want to borrow a pen from Bakri, and he asked Bakri, Bakri, my I borrow you for pen, man? And Bakri play, of course, Joko, uh, I borrow your pen. Why? Student, I mean, people must be to be tolerant. Intolerance, we know, but something different, different language, different culture, different accent. Yeah, if we tolerance, if we not, if we are racist, we can learn something different. We can learn something culture. We can learn something language. So we must to be tolerant but someone people of some or everyone, yeah. Okay, point two, helping students handle anger, frustration, and aggression. It's important to remember that anger, frustration, and aggression are normal emotion. We are human, and human have emotion. And I have 3 points: understanding the root cause, teaching coping mechanism, and further the emotion. Often we send message to children that it's okay to be not okay, to get upset is okay. And the breakdown, here's a breakdown strategy to help manage student, to help student manage their emotions. First, identify what the trigger. What if you mad? What make you mad? If you're frustration, what's making you frustration? Frustration. If you depressed, what make you depressed? Ask the student to themselves why and what make them anger, mad, or something. And teaching coping mechanism. Uh, Teach student how to take a slow, how to relax, how to deep breathe. So if them relax, then them can be thinking clearly, so clearly, and be rational. If not relax, if not calm, if in the anger situation, they might to get the wrong decision, the wrong choice. Yeah, and validate the emotion. It's okay if you mess up, if you upset. But first, relax. You can learn something from your mistake. But first of all, you relax. You're human. You not to be perfect, but you learn something to be perfect. You're not perfect, but you learn something to be perfect. It's okay if you're mad, if you're anger, if you're depression. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. And last, disruptive behavior. Disruptive behavior in the classroom can range from the minor distraction to more serious incident that interfere with the teaching and learning. Taking out turn, interrupting the teaching or other student, bullying or harassment, intimidating, teasing, or making offensive comments. And strategy for managing disruption, preparation is key. Establish clear expression, set clear roles and consequence for behavior. Involve student in creating classroom norms, good relationship. Yeah. Example, Raffi and Haikal are friend, the best friend, and Haikal didn't want to hurt Raffi, and Raffi too didn't want to hurt Haikal. Excuse their best friend. They want to be hurt each other. Okay, and part two, problem one. Miss Johnson is a fifth grade teacher who has been teaching for over 10 years. This year, she has a student named Alec who frequently display aggressive behavior. Alec often interpret, listen, talk back to the teacher, and sometimes even become physically aggressive toward his classmates. Miss Johnson has tried various strategies to manage Alec behavior, such as setting clear rules and consequence, positive informed comment for good behavior, and speaking with Alec privately to understanding the root of his aggression. However, despite her efforts, Alex's behavior has not improved significantly. And the question is, what classroom management teaching can Miss Johnson implement to address Alex aggressive behavior? Provide at least three specific strategy and explain how each one could help improve the situation. Okay, solution 3 point. FBE, SEL, and behavior contract and self-monitoring. FBE, our function behavior assessment. Mr. Johnson might work with the school psychologist or behavior specialist to conduct an FBA. Once they identify Alec behavior trigger and functional, they were able to develop a behavior intervention plan (BIP) tailored to Alec's needs. SEL, social emotional learning programs. Ms. Johnson can incorporate cell activities into her classroom schedule. This may Ms. Johnson can include daily check-ins, mindfulness, exercise, role-playing scenarios, or group discussion about managing emotion and conflicts. 3. Last, behavior contract and self-monitoring. Mr. Johnson can work with Alec to create a behavior contract that includes specific measurable goals and reward to motivate him. Behavior contract help Alec have clear understanding of expectation and a sense of ownership over his behavior. Self-monitoring encourage him to be more aware of his action and take accountability for his improvement. I think these 3 points to solve the problem that Miss Johnson had. Okay, problem two. Miss Smith is a seventh grade math teacher who has noticed that several students in his class frequently engage in off-task behavior during lessons. The student often daydream, chat with classmates, or use their phone instead of focus on their work. Despite Mr. Smith's attempt to redirect their attention to provide engaging activities, the problem persists. This off-task behavior is disrupting the learning environment and affecting the overall performance of the classmate. And question, what strategy can Mr. Smith use in increase on task behavior and decrease of task behavior? Provide at least two specific strategies and explain how each one could help address the issue. Okay, Mr. Mr. Smith ya, Mr. Smith. Structural classroom management, active learning and student engagement, frequent monitoring and feedback. Ms. Smith can create a detailed classroom management plan that outlines specific rule of conduct, including a non-policy during class. He must clearly communicate these rules to students and apply them systematically. Additional establishing transition and activity routine can help students stay focused. Active learning and student engagement. Mr. Smith can design lessons that involve incorporating learning in which students work in a small group to solve math problems or projects using the interactive tools like educational apps, games, or online quiz can make lessons more engaging. Additionally, incorporating movement such as asking students to solve problem and the board or talk interactive activity can help students physically and mentally engage. And last, frequent monitoring and feedback. Mr. Smith can use can use techniques such as distance checking, which allow him to move around the classroom to maintain presence and monitoring student activity. It can also provide regular feedback, both positive and corrective, to help students become aware of their behavior. Using a behavior tracking system such as a card or app can help document and address of task behavior patterns. Okay, I think Mrs. Smith must to try 3 point I give Mrs. Smith ya. Smith, you must try. And last problem T. Mr. Brown is a great English teacher who is facing challenge with a student named Jake. Jake frequently exhibits discussion behavior in class, such as taking out of turn, making inappropriate comment, and disrupting other students. Despite Mr. Brown attempt to manage the behavior through verbal warning and setting change, Jake's behavior has not improved. This discussion behavior is effective. The learning environment and making it difficult for others to comment on their work. And question, what specific strategy can Ms. Brown implement to manage Jake's disruptive behavior? Provide at least three strategy and elaborate how each one could help address the issue. And solution from Ms. Brown, PBS, behavior, contract, and functional behavior assessment. Yeah, I have to tell to and explain and describe what is PBS, behavior contract, and FBA, functional behavior assessment and intervention. Mr. Bond called create a reward system in which Jack earn point or token for positive behavior, such as raising his hand to speak, focus on text, or helping classmates. This point can be redeemed for small bursts of reward, such as extra free time or choice of classroom activities. And behavioral contract. Miss Brown can sit down with Jack to create behavioral contract that includes clear achievable goals for his behavior in the classroom. The contract must describe the consequence of not meeting this goal and the reward for meeting this goal. This may also include a plan for regular checkups to evaluate Jake's progress. Functional behavior assessment and intervention. Ms. Brown can work with school counselor or behavior specialist to conduct a behavior analysis for Jake. This involves observing their behavior, identifying triggers, and understanding the purpose it serves. Based on the results, they can develop specific interpretation, such as teaching Jake other way to get attention or cope with frustration. And I think positive behavior support that Miss Brown must to use positive behavior support to manage Jack. Why? Because uh Jack need attention and give them attention with a point or token for positive behavior. Maybe Jack's chance to be a good student to be have a positive activity for the positive behavior. Okay, I think it's enough from me. Thank you.